What is going on, YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we're going to be trying out something crazy. We're going to be trying to create the ultimate funneling guide to Master Yi TARIC funneling in League of Legends in Season 10. Before we get into this real quick, I just want to ask if you guys are not subscribed already, definitely click that subscribe button really quick. Helps me out a ton, helps you guys stay updated on my latest content. Works out for both of us. So that being said, here we go, getting right into it. Master Yi TARIC funneling ultimate guide. This is going to be about a 20 to 25 minute video breaking down a funneling game in Diamond 2. Yes, Diamond 2 is not the pinnacle of League of Legends by any means, but it's better than a lot of players on the North American server. It's better than a lot of players in the world. And showing how this strategy can work in a super high elo should hopefully help a ton of people out for how they can get the strategy to work in their games as well. Before we get into this, just explaining the very basics of funneling. It is something like a 65% win rate strategy in pretty much every elo, every skill bracket, everything that you can do with a duo with Master Yi jungle and TARIC either mid lane or top lane, where Master Yi farms his own jungle and then also takes the farm away from the TARIC in the solo lane, and then they kind of run around the map and kill everyone. It's a way of taking this hyper scaling champion like Master Yi and getting him online super fast, helping him take over games super early, and then also giving him the TARIC stun, giving him heals, shields, the TARIC ultimate, and just turning Master Yi into an absolute 1v9 hyper carry, 2v8 hyper carry maybe in this point, since you do need the TARIC. But it is one of the best strategies in the entire game. So annoying to play against, kind of not fun to play, but if you're just focused on winning, this is definitely one of the best ways to climb fast in Season 10. I do think Riot needs to nerf it. I think it probably shouldn't be in the game, but since it is in the game, we need to abuse it if all we care about is winning. But that's explaining a little bit about the strategy just at the very basic level. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know a lot of that stuff. But with that being said, we're going to watch this clip again of this Diamond 2 game, playing all the way through. We're going to be breaking down, talking about the different things that they're doing, why they're doing some of the things, how everything works. So this game is going to be TARIC in the mid lane. This is with Master Yi. You can do it top, you can do it mid. They both work out fine. I think the win rates actually end up being pretty similar. As far as the starting items on these champions, Master Yi is going to be taking Hunter's Machete and Refillable, and TARIC is going to be starting with the Relic Shield and Health Potion. You can start corrupting on TARIC. Some duos do like to start the corrupting. Some like to do the Relic Shield early. Some like to not get the Relic Shield to like 10 minutes-ish, maybe 12, 14 minutes. It's kind of personal preference. See what your playstyle works out to. It depends how often the Master Yi and TARIC are going to be together early on in the game. But yeah, and here they go for just an early level 1 cheese. Master Yi gets a kill. That's obviously going to be huge. It's going to help out a ton. But I don't think that changes a lot of what's going to be going on in this game. It shouldn't matter too much. This is the sums that everyone's taking. This is just flash on Master Yi. You can take something like Ignite. You can take potentially Exhaust. But they do like to take flash. I think it makes a lot of sense. The sums on the TARIC are pretty important, going heal and exhaust. Him having the 2 combat summoners makes the Master Yi TARIC dueling in the early game so strong. So you can actually get kills in that early game. You're going to win most 2v2s with Yi TARIC because of those summoners, because of Guardian on TARIC, because of the stun on TARIC, all that stuff. So it is important that TARIC takes the double summoners. I've seen people take heal ignite, but heal exhaust is also very good. They're just going to be starting out by doing a red buff. The TARIC actually does help on the clear of the first camp just to get the Master Yi going a little bit extra, and TARIC's not too worried about getting to mid lane perfectly on time. Obviously you don't want to miss any minions, but you know, he's not doing anything too crazy. Yi is then going to head on to his next buff. He's just trying to clear as many camps as he can, but then he wants to get back to mid lane before he misses too many minions, because one, TARIC needs to be relicking minions to him, but also Master Yi wants to obviously be funneling as much gold and XP and everything into him as well. One part of the strategy that's really important is that TARIC does stay in lane, stay alive, not die. He wants to pick up as much farm as he can. Like right now you can see he's down 10 to 3 with Ahri. I can move that down. He's down 10 to 4 with Ahri, but it's not really that big of a deal. He needs to be getting XP because once he hits level 6, Master Yi and TARIC can make any play they want. They can pretty much tower dive anyone. They can go for dragons. They can go for heralds. They can do whatever. But if the TARIC's like dying or trying to contest for too much CS, he's melee. He's going to get poked out. And if he dies, he's going to be missing out on XP. TARIC needs to hit level 6 as fast as he can. After that, once TARIC's 6, you're pretty much good to go. It doesn't really matter how much gold, XP, anything he has. TARIC is a very low econ champ that is just going to be a monster no matter what happens, really. Master Yi just kind of sweeping a little bit, making sure nothing too crazy is going on. Also, there's another big thing, TARIC getting close to the Raptors to help him just clear camp a little bit better. Any way that TARIC can help out the Master Yi is always going to be beneficial, because it's all about, you know, the TARIC sacrificing his own lane to make sure the Master Yi gets going. And so far, Master Yi has done, I believe, 5 camps The Scuttles are about to spawn, but he is headed in the mid lane. He's going to make sure TARC is able to get a couple of those relic procs off. It's going to help TARC get a little extra gold. It's going to help Master Yi get a little extra gold too. But he's definitely prioritizing the jungle camps over the mid lane CS, just because you do at some point get the reduced gold for, I believe it's called Monster Hunter on the Master Yi. But also just because jungle camps are so good and they spawn so often in Season 10 that you want to be picking those up mostly. That'll be how you get the most gold and XP and everything as Master Yi, rather than splitting XP in the mid lane and getting reduced gold anyway. That's definitely something that Riot has nerfed a lot, is just exactly how much gold and XP and everything the Master Yi can get from the mid lane. But as long as he's getting all his jungle camps, picking up just stuff every so often, he's going to be fine. Also, TARC going with the Master Yi to that one Scuttle Crab. That's really big because Master Yi doesn't have CC on his own. But since TARC is able to CC for him, he is able to, one, pick up the crab more safely, but also a little bit faster because CC reduces the resistances and things of the crab. But then here you see they are roaming top lane. They are always going to be making plays together. They are looking for a tower dive onto this Jace here. They might be going for a play. Master Yi TARC so good at tower diving because the heals and the shields. Master Yi's Q is obviously able to drop tower aggro, makes him very, very strong. But instead, they don't want to force anything too much because dying is the worst thing for funneling in the early game. You're trying to get ahead early game, so Master Yi is going to take an extra camp, and that's huge for him, getting one of Shyvana's camps, because Shyvana went for an invade in the top lane, wasn't able to get any of his camps. So far, so good in the early game. It's going really, really well for the Master Yi. You can see that Shyvana is level 4, Master Yi is level 5. That is exactly what you want. And yes, TARC's level 4, Ahri's level 5. That's not a big deal. Again, this is all about the TARC making sacrifices to ensure that the Master Yi is getting ahead, getting gold, getting strong. And as long as the TARC hits 6 at a reasonable amount of time, then the strategy is going to work out and they're going to be in business. Now, this game has not been ideal. Usually at this point, you'd like the Master Yi to maybe have gone for a play, to have a successful tower dive, to run into someone at some point. You know, they went bot lane to get the crab, they went top lane to look for the dive. None of the kills have worked out, but in some games, you'll be able to pick up those early kills and really snowball the game. But this is also fine. You're fine with playing it slow because you're going to scale like a monster with Master Yi and TARC, and you're going to be very strong early game, but you're going to be strong late game as well. So you want to be aggressive early and look for those opportunities to snowball and win in like 15-20 minutes, but you don't want to force anything and lose the game early either, because you always have that safety net of just Master Yi taking the TARC ult and going 1v9 late game. They do give up an early Ocean Drake, not the end of the world, not that big of a deal. As long as you're not giving up soul or anything, none of the dragons matter too much. Ideally, you'd like to have dragon control, but Shyvana's going to be pretty good at dragons, and Master Yi's just going to keep taking camps, keep you know, using his lead, staying ahead. He is in a very, very good spot still, no big deal. He should be hitting level 6 soon, and Shyvana just hit level 5, so he's still ahead. Take a look at the CS in the mid lane. You can see TARC has 13, Ahri has 41. He's down like 28 CS, almost 30 CS. It doesn't matter. They're not worried. They're not concerned at all. TARC is going to relic as much as he can to the Master Yi. Make sure you're getting the bigger minions for more gold for both of you to help push the wave. You're going to try and crash the wave as much as you can just to get it pushing, so hopefully Ahri can't go around and kill a bunch of people. But again, once a wave gets shoved up, they're going to go for a crab, stun it up, help Master Yi kill it as soon as he can, and then they're going to go for recall. There we go. Yi hitting 6. At the same time that Ahri and Jace, the solo laners are 6 at the same time Yi is. That's because TARC's helping him out by letting him take mid lane minions, letting him helping him out with extra camps and stuff. And then Master Yi is able to go up and get a free kill there on the Jace. And now he's really off to the races. He is 2-0 now, the same level as the solo laners. He's in a great position to carry the game. And while yes, this would usually be bad that your mid laner is down this much and that would be holding your team back a little bit, it's really not, because TARC is going to be very, very strong. And as soon as TARC hits 6, which is going to be in a couple waves, they're going to be looking to make some plays, and it's going to go really, really well. I want to see what the Master Yi buys here. He was actually able to finish his Blood Razor, which is really, really good, and then taking a look at the TARC, he backed for a Kindle Gem. He's just making sure he gets health, and he picked oh, I'm dying. He picked up a Fairy Charm as well, just because as TARC, you're going to be spamming spells a lot. You do want to make sure that you have enough mana to be doing all of that. There, Master Yi was expecting his red buff to be up. I believe Shyvana must have just taken it. Yeah, she did just take his red buff, but that is not going to be the end of the world. Master Yi still had a level up on Shyvana, and his lead is growing. While, yes, Shyvana does scale pretty decently, he's definitely not going to be anywhere near a TARC Yi. And the mid-jung 2v2 of TARC and Yi is going to be a lot better than an Ahri and a Shyvana. And there we go, Yi's hitting 7, so he's still a full level up on the Shyvana. And TARC is now 6 as well, so they can really look to make plays. That Jace is definitely looking like a sitting duck in the top lane. He has no flash. Maokai obviously has great gank setup. Ahri has taken 2 plates in the mid lane, but I promise you they are not worried. They're not concerned. We can actually see that the gold is completely tied at the top of the screen, even though this mid lane TARIC is down almost 40 CS. So a lot of that gold is being made up in the Master Yi, and the fact that they're up a kill as well, and Master Yi has both the kills. So all the gold on the Master Yi is definitely making up for that. Shyvana was bot side, went for a gank, and they're going to turn this into a Herald. And this is such a free Herald because no matter who comes, even if Jace collapses, even if Ahri collapses, even if Shyvana shows up, there's no way that a Master Yi, TARIC, and Maokai at level 6 are going to lose that fight. I promise you guys, especially since he has finished Blood Razor. He is huge. He is very, very strong right now. He doesn't really have any camps or anything to do. He has his blue buff up, and then it doesn't look like any of his topside camps will be spawning, so I'll be curious to see what he does here. He still has 5 minutes to drop this Herald for plate still, so not too worried about that. He's also been getting all the Scuttle Crabs, which is definitely helping him stay up on the Shyvana, putting him in a very, very good spot. Also, this comp he has is so good for doing this too. They have a Soraka 80 carry with a Senna support. There's going to be so much utility for a Master Yi. It's going to be absolutely disgusting. He is going to have an amazing opportunity to carry this game. It's a tank and 3 supports plus Master Yi being funneled into. Kind of a Master Yi's wet dream. Pretty disgusting composition, honestly. But again, he's not trying to force anything. He is looking for plays all the time. He keeps hovering top lane, walking up there, seeing if the Jace wants to commit to anything dumb. But he is willing to back off a lot of the time, and showing that patience can be very, very good as well. I think some of these plays he maybe could be forcing a little bit harder and going for, but he's not too worried about it because, again, with this composition, they're going to hard outscale the other team, and if this game goes late, it's going to be an easy win. And that is something always very, very important, is to take a look at your different win cons, your different just strategies, what you're thinking about in the game, your composition compared to theirs. You have a tank and you have 3 supports with a Master Yi. You guys are going to scale so, so hard. The other team does have some CC, Zyra, Ashe, Ahri to be a little bit worried about for Master Yi, but it's nothing insane. It's no click-on crazy CC that you should have to be too worried about. Master Yi should have a field day in the late game against his team, and even if he doesn't, he's going to have Soraka ult, he's going to have Senna ult, he's going to have Senna healing, he's going to have Soraka healing, he's going to have TARIC healing. He's going to just be almost impossible to kill, especially with Conqueror going. He's going to be a monster. Looking for a play here in the bot lane. TARIC is still mid. They haven't been able to make too many plays together or anything. But at this point, Yi's so fed that he doesn't really need the TARIC, and he's able to pick up 2 kills. Obviously, one went over to the Senna with her ultimate, but Master Yi is very, very fed now. He also still has the Herald, which he has an opportunity to drop. This is kind of a weird game in the sense that the Master Yi and TARIC haven't actually been playing together too much. While we haven't really seen a TARIC ultimate yet, we haven't seen them killing anyone together. But the Master Yi got so fed off of the TARIC helping him clear his jungle early and just giving him the safety to just clear camps so fast, increasing the already super fast and healthy safe clear of Master Yi even faster just to give him that early lead. And then now they are grouping up together a little bit and able to pick up a ton of kills. At this point, Master Yi is 3-0-2. And he is level 9. Shyvana, I believe, is level 7. And maybe she just hit level 8 there. But Master Yi is still the same level as the solo laners on his team and on the other team. Yeah, Shyvana is level 7. So she's 2 levels down at 11 minutes. That is a disgusting, disgusting lead. For a scaling champion like Master Yi, he's not even supposed to be doing this in the early game. And that is just the safety, the speed, the health, all this that TARIC in the mid lane provides to you for your clear. And again, taking a look at TARIC, he's got 41 CS. He's down 50 CS, but Master Yi's team is still up 500 gold at 12 minutes, and they are in an amazing spot with a 3-0 hyper carry. Master Yi picks up boots, he picks up pickaxe and recurve bow. He's going into the Ginsus. TARIC actually picks up lucidity boots and a cloth armor. Pretty interesting to see. They both have the red trinket as well, which I always think is really, really good. Shyvana's going for a little bit of an invade here. She's getting kind of crazy. Master Yi's able to Q onto her, and she is looking like she's in a bad spot, but that was a nice charm by Ahri. TARIC with a questionable ult. I'm not really sure if they were on the same page there, but he's just making sure he didn't want the Master Yi to die or anything. Master Yi has a 700 gold shutdown, so you definitely don't want to be giving that away for free. And now they'll have to play safe for a little while they wait for TARIC's cooldown, because TARIC's ultimate is actually a pretty big cooldown early in the game. It is 118 seconds, which can be kind of a pain in the ass to play around, but it is so impactful, it's so strong. I definitely think it needs to be that big. At this point, they are headed up to the top lane again, picking up another crab. I think Master Yi's gotten all but 1 crab at the beginning of the game. which is always going to be just great for you in the jungle. It's going to be hard to be behind at that point. Ahri looking a little bit overextended here, but she has her ultimate. She's not in danger by any means, and she keeps hitting those charms, which is going to make her be in a good position. I'm curious to see if Master Yi is going to go Merc Treads this game, just because some of the CC that the other team has, and that's really one of the only things that can stop you as Master Yi is just getting hard CC'd. But with the TARIC, Summoner Spell, heal, healing, shielding, ultimate, all that stuff, even if you get CC'd, you can still pretty much survive. He's trying to get onto the Ahri here, and Ahri actually stops for a second. I think he was trying to bait her in, and it kind of worked out for her. She's able to get a summoner out of them. He got baited a little bit, but he did chunk her out too. And again, he is level 10, Ahri's level 10, Jace's level 10, Maokai's level 10. The Master Yi is keeping up with them in XP, which is so important about the strategy. If you farm your jungle and use your mid lane TARIC well with the Relic Shield and everything, you can stay even in levels with the solo laners, and that is just absolutely disgusting. Because that's, jungle is balanced around being down a couple of levels. Master Yi is balanced around being down a couple of levels. And if you can just keep him even level in solo lanes, you're going to scale so hard, so fast. You're going to be so strong. You're going to be able to pick up so many more kills in the early game. And Master Yi with early kills is just an absolute nightmare for most team compositions to deal with. They are just making Jace's life a living hell at this point. They keep going up top to see what he's doing. They keep just harassing him, making him feel uneasy, and that's definitely not what a lane bully like Jace wants. They are definitely pushing him off a lot of CS and stuff. He is up like 20 CS on the Maokai, but again, Maokai down 20 CS. That's fine. He's still going to be very, very useful because he's only 0-1. So Jace hasn't been able to punish Maokai a ton, and it's definitely been because of this Master Yi TARIC duo. I believe TARIC does have his ultimate ability up now, so they can go for a little bit more crazy plays. Yeah, he actually gets the ultimate down onto the Master Yi. Master Yi, Maokai KS's a little bit on the Shyvana, but that's not that big of a deal. Yi's just able to go crazy, be able to go so forward, so aggressive, because he knows he has his backup right behind him. That's a double kill for the Yi. TARIC drops his exhaust, he drops a stun on Zyra, and that's going to be a triple kill for Master Yi. They go 3v4 there with a support, a tank, and a Master Yi. And Yi at this point only has Blood Razor and components of his Ginsu, so he is going to get so much stronger, and there he was able to just run into the enemy team. Obviously the TARIC ult helped him out a ton, the summoner spells, the Maokai, all of that, but using your teammates isn't not allowed. It doesn't make you worse or anything. But yeah, so there he does the Herald. TARIC starts up the Scuttle for him. He picks up another Scuttle Crab and another Herald. That's going to help them get map pressure so much. And then you see he's always doing jungle camps. He's picking up all the jungle camps pretty much on spawn and picking up mid CS and getting all the crabs and all the objectives. It just makes his strategy absolutely disgusting. He's now 6-0 at 16 minutes. His team has a 2k gold lead. And even though bot lane's 2-4, top lane's 1-1, TARIC's down 80 CS mid, they're in a great spot to win this game just because of the Master Yi. It is going to be interesting to see what he's able to do with his Herald. Also, I believe they... I think the other team... can you see dragons anywhere? I don't know. There's a dragon spawning relatively soon, and I know the other team has at least one dragon. They might have two. But they're definitely going to want to be able to start playing around that stuff. Master Yi's going to recall here. He's going to have a huge buy. He has a 1k shutdown now, so he needs to be a little bit careful. He's going to pick up Negatron and Recurve Bow. That's going to be going into a Wit's End, and he finishes Ginsu as well. Almost has 3 complete, and he does get the Merc Treads, which I think is going to be very, very important. Almost has 3 full items, 3.5 full items at 16 minutes. That's disgusting. TARIC now has Kindle Gem, Glacial Shroud, again the Lucidity Boots, and he is now up to Targon's Buckler. And, oh, I didn't actually see that TARIC picked up the Herald too, so had to see what he does with that. Dragon is just now spawning. They're going to drop the Herald mid to hopefully divert some attention away from this Dragon. Ahri is now level 11, Jace is level 11, and Master Yi is 12. He is up a level on the solo laners. That is pretty disgusting. Master Yi, again, still the highest level in the game. There, he does get hit by the Ashe ultimate, but again, TARIC able to drop the ult on him. Even though he's getting CC'd, they still don't have a way to punish him, just because if anything bad happens, he's always got the TARIC with him. Ashe looks like she might be able to get away, but she's not going to be able to. Master Yi is just going to run her down. And yeah, they're just cleaning up this fight. They pick up the Dragon, get 3 kills, and they're looking for more. Zyra gets into her base, so she's probably going to be safe. Jace is able to run down. But it's not looking good for the other team. It is 7-0, and this has been a relatively easy carry for Master Yi. He hasn't done anything insane. He's just farmed up, gained a farm lead by pathing really well, understanding the funneling strategy and just having a TARIC on his team. Yeah, he doesn't, it's obviously your Master Yi. You're not doing any crazy mechanical outplays. You're not doing anything insane. They make it look so easy. And again, this is in Diamond 2, which is like the top 1% of players in North America, or top 1% of players in the world on the server, whatever you want to say. And they're just absolutely taking over this game. I didn't see what happened with Jace, why he wasn't able to recall, but I definitely thought he was going to be able to get out. But he is able to flash away, and looks like they're going to be able to run him down with the Senna. Ashe ult does not hit the Master Yi, so Senna does pick that one up, but that is just another kill for her and her team. Honestly, at this point, probably not bad for the rest of his team to be picking up some kills just to make them a little stronger. Their bot lane is up to 4-4 now, so they're even. Maokai's 2-1. TARIC 0-0-10 and Master Yi 7-0-6. He has 100% KP at 18 minutes, which is absolutely disgusting. And they're going to be wrapping this game up soon because he is just so fed. And funneling, so not fun to play against. It definitely demoralizes the other team. It gets the other team flaming. It gets the other team raging. Gets them flaming each other. Gets them flaming the other team. It just makes everyone so thrown off. So if you can be good at funneling, you have a mental advantage. You have a gameplay advantage. You can just be so strong. Master Yi level 13. He's up a level on his Maokai. He's up 2 levels on the other team solo laners. This is only at 19 minutes. Take a look at what items he finished. He did finish the Wit's End there and then picks up a Ruby Crystal. TARIC is going for the Zeke's Convergence first, and then he still has his Kindle Gem and a Cloth Armor as well. Jace, he's just kind of rage splitting at this point. He was definitely overextended there. He is frustrated. My man Jace is 1-4 right now. He is having probably not a very fun game. He's having a bad time. And yeah, it's been all about this Master Yi, who again still has 100% KP. He's 8-0-6. He's gotten 6 assists, which kind of sucks. If he could have picked up 6 more kills and he had 6 more kills worth of gold, that would be disgusting. Having like 4 items at 20 minutes, that would definitely make the other team not want to play. It seemed like Ari was sitting in base for a while. She may have just done open mid. The other team definitely seems like they're not in this game anymore. Jay seems to be trolling a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. But hopefully you guys have learned a lot from this game. I tried to break down all their thoughts, their strategies, their decision making, all that stuff. Again, this is very standard stuff. Conquer Yi with Guardian TARIC, very standard rune page and all that. They're not doing anything insane. No huge mechanical outplays, no insane strategy or anything like that. It's just TARIC helping Master Yi clear his camps really fast, keeping him healthy, giving him some mid lane CS, and then just having a busted champion and busted champions together. TARIC helps Master Yi set up some stuns that are impossible to dodge, because if you Q and then put a TARIC E on it, they can't flash away, they can't dodge it in any way. And yeah, you just take a hyper scaling champion and just speed up his scaling, and you make him scale very fast, and then you just have a disgusting Master Yi. Now he gets to 11-0-6, not sticks. He still has 100% KP. Shyvana has now rage quit. Ari has rage quit. They have FF. This game is all but over. Yeah. They wrapped this one up again with an 11-0 Master Yi, 0-0-14 TARIC, and they didn't even have that good of a team. They had a 2-1 Maokai, 1-280 carry, a 3-3 support. Nothing insane, but they carried a Diamond 2 game and made it look so easy. But this has been the ultimate guide to Master Yi TARIC funneling in League of Legends in Season 10. Again, it is the best way to climb. It is a 65% win rate strategy at most elos, pretty much all skill division, all skill brackets, and they make it work in very high elo. You guys can make it work in your games too. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about funneling? If you guys try it out, definitely let me know how that goes. Master Yi and TARIC, find yourself a duo and gain some LP. Subscribe to update on all this content. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.